All right, all right. What's the deal, man? Y'all know what it is. Saturday night, man. It's a whole lot of sports going on, whole lot of football going down. And y'all already know, man. I'm here to bring y'all the news in the NFL. Obviously, we have the world champions in MLB. We may talk a little boxing, I don't know, potentially. But also we got this NBA thing about to crank up. So, man, let me make sure everything's good in the background. Let me check my audio to make sure you boys hear me loud and clear. Cause we're gonna wrap for about an hour on this sports talk, man. Give me 1 second. All right, man, we back. Audio good. I done sent out the link. Anybody want to click on the link? Feel free. Also, man, I done sent out the back call for anybody who want to join the show or watch the show. You dig? So look, man, the first thing is first. Uh, we're gonna run through these NFL picks, man, because obviously, I'm a big football fan, and I could talk about the NFL any day of the week, any time of the week, because that's just what I do. You dig? Uh, so with that being said, man, um, on Thursday night we had the Pittsburgh Steelers played against the Tennessee Titans. Now, initially on my pick, I went with Tennessee. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna say initially. I actually picked Tennessee to win the game. Reasons being why I picked Tennessee to win the game was because they are a team with an identity in running the ball with Derrick Henry. They are a team that realized they needed to make adjustments mid-season at the quarterback position because they do have a receiver in DeAndre Hopkins that is very talented, that still has a lot left in the tank. He's a very, very competitive guy, and he does have something to prove, especially after his PED scandal that he had a year or so ago when he had that suspension last year and he had to sit out. I want to say it was maybe 6 or 8 games or something like that. So he's a guy that absolutely wants to prove himself down there in Tennessee. And then they made the mid-season quarterback change, and DeAndre Hopkins had one of his best games that he's had in a very long time. So I picked the Tennessee Titans because of that reason, because they are a team that had an identity and they making adjustments because they know they need to make adjustments in order to win, and they're trying to get everybody involved. And they did that with DeAndre Hopkins during week 8. Week 9, not so successful. The reason being that I believe Pittsburgh won was some of the reasons that I'm going to explain to you now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a team that have been very, very inconsistent throughout the season. They're not a team that has a true identity, but at the same time, Mike Tomlin finds a way to win. He is a winner, and those guys will consistently have a defense within the top 10. So in the NFL, man, if you have a defense within the top 10 and you can put up some points during the game, you can find ways to win. And that's pretty much what Mike Tomlin's been doing this year. They have not looked good. Even in the wins, they have not looked good. But as you can see, this past Thursday night, they found a way to win. They made the big plays when the big plays needed to be made in the fourth quarter. They put points on the board because they absolutely needed to. Um, Obviously, they got their star wide receiver back. Um, he's playing great. He looked phenomenal. And I think they're running the ball a whole lot better now. But I think that's been their identity in the past. And right now, they aren't playing with that same aggression that they've played with in the past. But it's a long season, man. It's midway through, and them guys are finding ways to get wins in the NFL. And let me tell you something. If you know anybody that's ever played professional ball or a ball or any ball for that matter, wins are very, very hard to come by, man. So salute to those guys for getting that win. Tennessee, y'all need to step y'all game up, brother. Y'all need to step y'all game up over there, man, because it's a tough division. It's a tough division that you guys are playing in, as well as Pittsburgh is playing in a tough division. And one win may dictate whether you guys get in or out of the playoffs, man. So look, with that being said, man, I'm gonna bring my man Rollo Jenkins in.
What up, boy?
What's the deal, brother? I haven't seen you in a while or talked to you in a while, man.
I know, man. I know.
Join the live, man.
Shit. Well, you know how it beat out. You know how it be.
For sure. I definitely know how it
man. Be. Got to get up on this football tomorrow. So, them Steelers, man, they surprising the hell out of me.
Yeah, man. The Steelers playing. They finding ways to win, man.
Yeah.
As ugly as it looks, the Pittsburgh Steelers right now are finding ways to win in a league where it's really hard to win.
Mm-hmm.
And truth be told, man, this season, a lot of teams. Let me tell you something. The NFL this year, to me, looks as close and even as it has looked in a very long time.
Yeah, from top to bottom, dog.
From top to bottom, man.
Yep.
I think coaches and teams are doing a great job in finding guys to fit their scheme. And the truth is, man, if you can't find a way to win, you're going to be like Josh McDaniels, 86.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting rid of guys, man. They're not allowing these guys to put in subpar performances and keep giving them chance after chance after chance. These guys want to win, and they want to win now. Especially these teams that have these big superstars on it, such as a guy like Devontae Adams, who's getting top dollar, a guy like Josh Jacobs, who's getting top dollar. Then you got Max Crosby on the other side of the ball, who's getting top dollar. These are all Pro Bowlers, man, and it's a very talented team over there. And Josh McDaniels is just running them into the ground, man. So right by canning the guy. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. It's that. You know how the league is, man. You got to show and prove. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, man, you got guys like Bill Belichick. They talking about on the hot seat. This guy got more championships than most franchises.
Absolutely.
Just about every franchise, actually.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? You would think that a guy like that would just be able to write his ticket. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to coach until he decide that he tired of it. But it was time for Josh. You know what I'm saying? He was hot for a minute, but he really ain't did nothing though. You know what I'm saying? So it was time.
Yeah, he ain't do nothing, man. He's a prime example and a from the Belichick tree.
Yep.
All these guys that branch off that Belichick tree, man, a lot of these guys aren't having success.
Shit, has any of them? Can you name one?
I would say Variable, but he was a player. He wasn't a coach, right?
Right.
But I would say he's somewhat off the Belichick tree.
Mm-hmm. Belichick, yeah. You can give him that.
But still, I mean, he's had some success, but these other guys, man, they just
Tricia and all these guys,
they folding. They folding. They are folding. That just goes to show you, man. Sometimes, when it comes to franchises, sometimes mentalities and doing things a certain kind of way becomes the norm for that organization. Doesn't mean you can bring that mentality everywhere you go. And I think that's the problem that these guys are having, man.
Mm-hmm.
What say you?
Yeah, that's guys have a formula that they see that works and they think that they can take it somewhere else. But I think the formula for success is cultivating the guys that you have and not necessarily making those guys adapt to a different system. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to make a system that works for those guys. You know, and a lot of coaches can't do that. You know, it's hard.
Yeah, it's
You
hard,
know?
man. It's hard, man. You're dealing with these guys making several tens of millions of dollars, and you know, it's just a situation, man, where you have to be adaptable, man. The NFL is a league where everybody's trying to improve. Not only
Mm-hmm.
players, but coaches, schemes, defensively and offensively. Like these guys are trying to out scheme each other, outthink each other. Hell, some of these teams are trying to even out cheat each other, right?
yeah, for sure.
You know, it's a serious game, man. And if you can't make the adjustments or adapt, then you know you got to kick the can, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened to Josh McDaniels. But I never was a believer in him. I don't know why the Las Vegas Raiders were, but look,
And
it is
then,
what it is,
look,
right?
man, you got to do a perennial Pro Bowler and Devontae Adams come over there, and he's doing squat now. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Yeah.
They canning him. He's gonna go to the pine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had a guy in Derek Carr who could actually push the ball, move the ball up the field, and for whatever reason, Jimmy G is not able to do that.
Yep.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. So let's get into this week's matchups, man. We're gonna pick the winners, and
let's slide through them.
we're gonna give our reasons why we're doing that, right? So, you got the Dolphins and the Chiefs tomorrow. They got the
yeah, that's a good one there.
Germany at 8:30 in the morning. So who you got in that game? The Dolphins.
Oh man, see the one thing about that, man, you know that I don't know when they got there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
They've been there all week.
So they flew out right after their last game.
I don't think it was right after the last.
I mean, like probably like Monday or something. Tuesday maybe.
Yeah. I think they flew out on Tuesday. I want to say.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, man. You know what I'm saying? The home field advantage. So I don't know, man. I'll go with Miami.
Okay.
You know, it's time for them to take their second L. You know, Detroit was the only ones to put an L on them. So it's time for them.
The Chiefs lost to the Broncos.
They did?
Yeah, they lost to the Broncos. I think that might have been this past week. I want to say.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, the Broncos. Damn. They only scored. I don't even think they scored double digits that game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, again, man. It's the NFL.
It's dog. Ain't no easy outs. Ain't no easy outs.
Divisional game as well, right? So
yep.
That's important. That's an important game for both organizations.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going with the Dolphins, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think they riding high, man. They offense, man. That shit looking fire, bro.
Yeah. That
offense looking good
for sure.
And but Kansas City got a good defense though. So even when they lost, they didn't even give up a bunch of points. But so that's a tough game. And the Chiefs are always capable of putting up some points. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mahomes, dude on pace to catch the GOAT. If I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, but as he's going right now, he's on pace to catch him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So for me, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins as well. Man, too much speed, no home field advantage, man. And I just think sometimes, man, you create a team and it's your time. I think it's their time right now. Now I don't know if those guys have enough experience to make it happen in the clutch in the playoffs this year. But I think right now those guys have built a team that is on its way.
Yeah, I agree.
They definitely built a team that's on its way. They got a lot of speed. They have a coach that the players believe in. And, a lot of times that plays a large role into the success of the whole entire organization, right? Yep. So, man, look, I'm going to roll with the Dolphins, man. And they have A-Chain over there, man. That's a kid that I saw play in high school, man. Very, very talented. And I'm definitely going to be rooting for him 110%. Hopefully he comes out of the IR after week 10. But nevertheless, he is a Dolphin, so I'm definitely gonna be rooting for those guys against the Kansas City Chiefs, man. But you know what the Chiefs do, man? The Chiefs are the Chiefs, and any given day, Patrick Mahomes might put up 40 on you.
Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about, dog.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me introduce another brother to the show. All right, man. We got my man Dub Right Side, man, to the show, man. Is this your first time, Dub?
I actually think this is my second time on your show, but this is my first time being able to get into the football talk like this. So much love. I appreciate you allowing me on. Shout out to Rollo as well, man. Much love to both of y'all, brothers.
All right, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, man, showing your support.
What up, though?
We do this YouTube sports thing, man, and football is big in Texas. I know you're a Georgia boy, so I know it's big down there too. So
yes, sir.
So look, man, who you got in this Dolphins-Chiefs game?
Man, it's crazy. I want to go with the Chiefs. I really want to go with the Chiefs because I feel like this is currently, because of the way the Dolphins are playing, especially with Tyreek Hill going over there now. The Dolphins are doing what the Chiefs did 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying, with Tyreek Hill. And so now I feel like the Chiefs, they want to make a statement and say, well, y'all offense is this, because the Chiefs have a really good defense. They got a really good defense.
Yeah, their defense is talented for sure.
The problem is that they offense, because of the loss of Tyreek Hill, because they think they can just put somebody who fast. You got Kadarius Toney over there. The man doing little to nothing. Respectfully, I say it respectfully. The man doing little to nothing. And I was a fan of him coming out of Florida.
You don't owe that man no respect. He's playing terrible.
Me being a Georgia fan, I done seen the man play. I was a fan of him coming out of Florida. But my God, the man is playing pathetic. The only real receiver over there, the sad part, even Sky, that man, he playing pathetic right now. Yeah. The only real receiver you got is the tight end, and he more in the news for Taylor Swift. Then I got to go with the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are gonna come out, and the other thing, the Dolphins have a really good running game as well.
Absolutely.
The Dolphins, in my opinion, outside of a few certain situations, especially the game they lost. Who they lost to? They lost. The Dolphins are a really good team. They're a very well coached team. They're a talented team. My question, I will say, my question is Tua, but I think Tua has found his footing, and the only problem is when Tua faces good teams, he play bad. So that's what scares me. Is Tua. If you look at his record at this current moment in time, I think what are they? 6-2? Are they 6-2?
Yeah, they 6-2. And both teams are 6-2.
Tua's best games were against teams that are sub 500. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a fact, though. I mean, when he does,
and that's what scares me. That's what scares me when he faces a good team, when he faces a good defense. Right now, he has elevated numbers because he didn't face respectful. He didn't face subpar competition. So I think this is going to be a challenge for him. I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins, but I do think that this is going to be a very close game.
Okay, that's cool, man. So we got the Vikings and the Falcons next. Who you guys going with?
Oh, Falcons and Vikings.
No Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I got to go with the Falcons. The Falcons actually looking a little decent.
No Jefferson, no Jefferson, and no Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. They looking decent, man. I think they're gonna pop them. Falcons ain't, no real stars of note, but they've been stringing together some wins, and Minnesota. I don't know how. Last year they was the luckiest team in the history of the NFL. And they just ran out this year. You know what I'm saying? Luck just ran out. So I don't see them doing too much. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Okay, who you got, Dub?
You know, this is. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. You know, I'm a Georgia boy. I root for all Georgia teams except for the Falcons. Respectfully, respect. I say that respect. I don't
Hold
root
on,
for the
hold on, hold on,
Falcons.
hold on, hold up, Dub. Hold up, Dub. What's up with y'all Atlanta boys, y'all Georgia boys not liking the Falcons?
Hold on, wait. I can tell you why. I'm not an Atlanta boy. That's the first thing. I'm not an Atlanta boy.
Okay,
I'm from Middle Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
okay.
from Atlanta. I'm from Middle Georgia. But the thing is that it ain't. I don't have. The only reason I don't rock with the Falcons is because I rock with my Cowboys, and
Hold
I
on,
rock
man.
with my
Let them know what
Cowboys.
it is. Let them know
Hold on, hold
what
on.
it is.
Wait. I'm a Cowboys fan because hell, when I was coming up, I'm a '88 baby. My dad, my uncles on my dad's side, my uncles on my mother's side, they was all Cowboy fans. The Cowboys was winning. I was I naturally gravitated toward that team. So I done been a Cowboys fan since I was 4 years old. It is what it is. So it's no disrespect to the Falcons. This is the thing, though. I do want to say this in this game coming up. This is a trap game for the Falcons because it's one of them games where you have no or Minnesota has. I don't even know who Minnesota backup is. Who is Minnesota's backup? Do y'all know? I
Nope,
don't know. I have no clue.
nope. They in my
Um,
division, and I don't know.
yeah, so it's one of them games where the Falcons supposed to come out and dominate. The problem is that your quarterback Desmond Ridder. I mean, the man is possibly coming on. We don't know yet. We don't know what we're seeing with him because it's week to week, and the running game. That's the one thing I give them credit for because they do have a decent running game. They have a decent defense as well. The defense ain't playing horrible, but at the same time, your quarterback play is who knows what it's up and down. You don't know what it's going to be. And when you don't know what your quarterback play is going to be, then it's going to be one of these games right here. Even though I think Minnesota is pathetic, especially without Kirk Cousins and Jefferson, but they were pathetic with both of them. Respectfully, they wouldn't beating people ass like that. Matter of fact, they was losing more games than winning. So I just think this is a trap game. I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going with the upset. I think that there's going to be an upset in this situation. That the Falcons are going to overlook this team, and that yeah, they ain't gonna show up and show out like they need to. I'm going with the Vikings.
All right. So for me, I'm going with the Falcons, man. I'm not even finna play around with this right here. I don't think they're gonna overlook this team. The problem with the Minnesota Vikings is, for one, they don't have their star wide receiver. They don't have their starting quarterback, and their running game sucks. Their running game is piss poor. It's pitiful. They have nothing to lean on. Okay. So what we're going to be looking at on Sunday is a team without an identity, man, and just trying to find ways to make plays when they don't have the people to make plays. And the truth of the matter is, the Atlanta Falcons have been playing really good football. They absolutely have an identity. They're running the ball, and they have a pretty decent defense over there. They're leading their division, and it's a division that's wide open, but those guys are in first place currently. And right now, man, the Vikings are a team that's just doing bad on multiple levels. So I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons against the piss poor Minnesota Vikings with absolutely no run game at all. All right, man.
My pick, hey, real quick, my pick may be biased, but I'm going with the Vikings. And
It's all good.
Jalen
Hey,
Hall,
I make bias picks every now and again. You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on, Jalen Hall is going to be the quarterback. Do y'all know who Jalen Hall is?
Nope,
Never heard of him. I've never heard of this man.
nope.
Respect. I ain't never heard of him.
He's
Me
an
neither.
NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? I've never heard of him though, but we'll see, man. We'll see what he's bringing to the table. You understand what I'm saying? So
We got another Will Levis. Will Levis on our hands. Go ahead.
We're
You
gonna
see
figure
what
it out.
Will Levis did? Like, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. We're gonna figure it out. So look, we're gonna move on to the Rams and the Packers. Who you guys got in that game?
Oh,
First on this one.
oh, I got the Rams.
You got the Rams?
Is Stafford playing?
I know Stafford hand was messed up. I don't know if he's
I don't think Stafford playing this week. I don't
Man,
think
they
he's
so
playing.
up and down though. They up and down, man.
Hey, y'all got to be careful because if Stafford ain't playing, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up in a second. But if he don't play, Stafford, a Georgia quarterback. Shout out to Matt Stafford. I know Matt Stafford, to be honest with you. But anyway, if Stetson Bennett is the backup, another Georgia quarterback, and I think Stetson Bennett is the goods.
He might
I
be.
think he can make some things happen. So that's going to be an interesting game, depending on who's the quarterback. I think Stetson is actually better than Stafford at this moment in time. At this moment, but it is what it is. I'm go ahead. I apologize for being long-winded.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, you good, dog. You good, bro.
Cool. Nah, you good, brother.
No. I just want to. I want to see who's going to be the quarterback this weekend. I'm about to look it up. So I'm gonna let y'all cook on it for a second, and then I'm gonna jump back in when I see who the quarterback is because that's very important. Stafford.
Well,
I'm a fan of Stafford. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what's up with the Rams, but they've been one day they look like Super Bowl contenders, and then the next week you like, who the hell are these guys? So you almost just don't know what you're gonna get with the Rams, man. You know. But I'm gonna go with the Rams though. I think the Rams should pop the Packers, man. I think the Packers are in a rebuilding season. You know, they trying to get some stuff together, and they got their young quarterback. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Look, man, let me tell you this right here. I don't give a damn who's starting over there for the Rams this weekend. The Packers look trash, straight up. They have not been playing good football at all. Love over there looking terrible. The run game is something that they were supposed to be able to lean on to give the young quarterback some support. It's been trash. You understand what I'm saying? Super duper inconsistent, man. At least I know with the Rams, the potential for them to put up points is high, and they always have a pretty decent defense, especially when you got a future Hall of Famer over there in Aaron Donald, arguably one of the most talented and potentially the best defensive player we've ever seen in history. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't care who's the quarterback over there this weekend. You dig?
Real quick, I want to tell you this. I just looked it up. Is Brett Rypien? Brett Rypien is looking like the starting quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, man, it could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have mattered to me personally. I know over there, McVay is going to come up with a scheme that fits his quarterback style of play, and he's going to find a way to move that ball around. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, they got a pretty decent defense, and the Packers has been playing terrible, man. So it's an easy pick for me. I'm going with the Rams to win this game. It is what it is. We got the Seahawks and the Ravens. Battle of the Birds.
Real quick on that Rams game. I don't know who Brett. I don't know who this dude is. If it was Stetson Bennett, I was going with the Rams. Because I don't know who this dude is. If he gonna be the starting quarterback, if Matt Stafford is the starter, then that's one thing. But I'm not picking the Rams. I'm not picking them to win this game because I don't even know who this dude is. That's starting. That's gonna start the game. I have no clue who this man is. So I'm picking against the Rams.
Okay, all right. So you got the Rams. I mean, you got the Packers. Okay, so who you got out of the Battle of the Birds, man? The Seahawks and the Ravens.
I got the Ravens. The Ravens gonna win that game. Geno Smith is a hell of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? In what is it? Is this his, I think it's his ninth year. Whatever it is, he done become a very decent quarterback. But at the same time, you got Lamar Jackson on the other side. I think the Ravens defense is playing fantastic right now. I think that Lamar Jackson is also playing fantastic right now. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens on this one. I don't even think it's going to be a close game. Something like 34 to 21. I'm going 34-21.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, man. Seahawks, they just one of them tricky teams, man. I think like my man say, Gino is having like a second part of his career, man. I see Geno Smith doing some stuff this year. You know what I'm saying? He got some playoff experience under, he is playing fearless to me. You know what I'm saying? He playing good, and that's just, he's getting better or more confident to me as I see him throughout these weeks. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, man. I like what Geno doing, man. The run game is decent. They got that big receiver out there, man. He's finding ways to get him the ball. So I see Geno pulling this together, man. Pulling out some good wins.
Hey, Metcalf, DJ Metcalf, a motherfucker. Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, dog. That dude is a fucking monster sometimes, man.
I can't disagree with you there. But I would. I want to ask, or go ahead. My apologies. Fix. I think it's on you. My apologies.
Yeah, no, man. Look, so for me, this is actually a tough game to pick, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But where's the game at? Is it a home game? Let me see something. That'll determine where I decide. They playing at Baltimore. I'm going with Baltimore all day long. Lamar Jackson at home. Yeah, Lamar Jackson at home, man, without a doubt. Look, man, Geno is playing pretty good, man. I'm happy for the brother. He has had a second reemergence of his career, man, when people thought he was done. And that's cool. I do like the running game over there, and obviously they do have DK Metcalf over there. So they have weapons. But it's hard for me to bet against Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna just be honest with you because he's so much of a dog and he can get so much done, bro. It's hard to contain him. And let me tell you something, man. He still hadn't had that game that reminds us that he was the league MVP, and he's about that.
No, he did against Detroit.
I mean, I think, bro. I'm gonna tell you, he still ain't had that game yet.
Okay.
And I'm waiting on it, and it could be potentially this week at home against a credible Seahawks team. You understand what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I'm rolling with them Ravens, man, all day long. I'm rolling with Harbaugh and my man Lamar Jackson, man, against Pete Carroll and Geno Smith.
Can I want to say one thing to what you just said. I agree with you. Like I said, I think the Ravens are going to win this game. But I will say I agree with you. This could be that week where we see that next level of Lamar Jackson. It's so interesting to me because even now he's been dynamic this season. He's been dynamic. But at the same time, I still don't think we've seen the best of him.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Because of that, I ain't gonna hold you. In the AFC right now, I think Baltimore, because of Lamar Jackson, I think he has another level to his game. Because of that, I'm thinking that they have a chance to push to be the AFC contender in the Super Bowl. This may be a wild take, but I think that Lamar Jackson, because of I think he has such a high level. I look at the man throw the ball. He could throw that bitch with power. He could throw it with touch. He do it all. And then he has the legs. I mean, I'm interested to see where this Baltimore Ravens team ends up. I will say this. My thing is I still question their defense at times. I question their defense more than anything at times, and even though they have some dogs out there on the boundaries, but the front seven, they front seven ain't just shutting shit down like we remember the old school Baltimore Ravens doing. And so I digress with that point right there.
Yeah, man, I agree. Their defense have not been as stout as it has been in the past. That could potentially raise some problems, but I don't think the Seattle Seahawks is that team to exploit that. We got the Browns versus the Cardinals.
Ooh, Browns and Cardinals. I think I did remember seeing that Watson is coming back.
That's what they say.
Boy, you talk about a nigga who can't stay on the field, bro.
Man,
God damn, bro.
Hey,
I know. We had that combo, dog.
Okay, we had that conversation.
Dog, the nigga, dog.
Still a lot of football left at the, but I'm gonna come. We're gonna revisit that.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Right.
I know.
Okay.
Cause this boy cannot stay on the field, bro. Like for no, like I just can't understand it, man. He can't stay on the field, man. But with that quarterback situation in Arizona, man, I mean, you almost got to pick anybody against them now. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got to go with the Browns. The Browns defense, man. Listen, dog. I know you was talking about Aaron Donald a minute ago.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker over there on that line in Cleveland.
Whew, hey, he in line. Hey, look, he in line for defensive MVP.
Absolutely, bro. So you know what I'm saying? If he have another one of them games, dog. Whew,
nasty.
Man, that boy is looking like old Reggie White. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Cleveland on this one, man, because Arizona just, I mean, they already had leaned on old boy, I can't even think of the little cat name now right now. Kyler Murray. Yeah. They was leaning on Kyler Murray so much anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think that until they get him back, a lot of those games, man, where he could pull some stuff out, he just ain't there. So I don't see them doing much until he come back.
Okay.
I just want to ask, and once again, this is me being I ain't all the way informed. Who the starting the Cardinals just traded Josh Dobbs, if I'm correct?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm Dub. I ain't that quarterback position is not going to determine who I think is going to win this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I ain't even checking for it. But
I think there is a difference. If Josh Dobbs is the quarterback, I think there is somewhat of a difference. But I believe the man just got traded. And so I don't even know who. And once again, this is the problem. I don't follow it close enough to know who the fucking quarterback is for the team. So I don't know who the quarterback for the Cardinals is going to be. So I'm picking against the Cardinals, respectfully.
Yeah, Dobbs right now he's playing for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm. So he's the Minnesota quarterback. I thought he got traded. So he's the Minnesota quarterback. Okay. I still don't like Dobbs, so I'm picking against Minnesota. But I'm picking against Arizona as well because I don't know the quarterback.
Hey man, I'm having a brain fart, dog. What's the defensive lineman? Myles Garrett. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, damn, what's his name? Okay.
Look, man, let me tell you something. So for me, the pick is easy. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns, a team that's finding a way to win even without Deshaun Watson. Obviously, they lost a very, very pivotal piece to their offense in Nick Chubb, but they have been still running the ball really, really well. over
Mm-hmm.
there. And the defense is playing phenomenal. So for a team like the Cardinals, who honestly to me is playing a lot better than I anticipated, that defense is a lot better than I anticipated as well. They beat my Cowboys, you understand what I'm saying? And they are giving other teams hell. So their organization is finding ways to keep the game close. They just don't have enough to pull off the wins on a consistent basis, although they have been playing pretty decent ball thus far. But I don't think they have enough to compete against the Cleveland Browns with that running game and that stout defense. And hopefully they get back a healthy Deshaun Watson who can distribute the ball to his wide receivers and tight end.
They beat us bad. They beat us bad. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Who you going with that one? You going with the Browns, you said, Doug?
Say it again.
You going with the Browns, right?
Yeah, Browns win this game.
All right, so now we got the Giants and the Raiders.
Oh, that's a coin flip there, bro.
Man, that's the toilet bowl.
Yeah, dog. You ain't lying, dog. You ain't lying, dog.
Hey, look. Hey, man, that's crazy right there. That's gonna be insane, man. Who you got in that one?
I gotta say, because they benched New York benched what's his name? What was his name? The quarterback?
Danny Dimes.
Who?
Talking about Danny Dimes, huh?
Yeah. They benched him, right?
Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they benched Danny Dimes.
I thought I heard that, but I could be wrong. But he just, man, listen, I'm gonna go with the rate. Where's it at?
Let me tell you. Give me 1 second. Hold on. The Giants.
If they playing in Las Vegas, I'm gonna go with Las Vegas. You know what? I'm gonna go with Las Vegas, even if they in New York. They should be.
They at Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Las Vegas. Las Vegas should win that.
That's a long ass flight though.
Yeah.
That's a long ass flight, man. Man.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders, man.
Raiders
should be able to put this one together.
I'm going with Las Vegas for the reason that this team is rejuvenated because Josh Daniels is no longer there. Okay, I think a lot of the players, I think even some coaches within the organization are happy that Josh McDaniels is out. They got some new fresh blood in. They're finna find ways to get their superstars the ball. And when it comes to this team, for me, I think these guys have enough still left in the tank to potentially make a mid to late season run if they can get things together. I don't think they're going to be a team that's going to go deep in the playoffs or nothing. But as it sits, it's not the end of the road for the Raiders. They got a pretty decent record at the moment. So I'm going with those guys in an attempt to play for the celebration of Josh McDaniels being gone.
Yeah.
Energy, bro. And I feel that because they got a point to prove and they want to show people that, hey, look, it really wasn't us. It was this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, if Carr could start getting DA the ball, man, I mean, dog, the nigga went from being the best receiver in football to barely being known.
Jimmy G. I know what you're saying, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was barely known, Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jimmy G. Right.
He benched, though. He out. They got the rookie in.
Yeah, man. If he can get DA the ball, man, they should be all right,
Absolutely.
Because I just can't, for the love of me, understand. Like, you got a dude who came into your organization as a top wide receiver at the time. And he just, like, he couldn't have fell off that much. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man.
So
nah. Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. He definitely it's the scheme, it's the quarterback, it's a lot of different things, man. That's put Devontae Adams in the position that he's in currently. Because we all know, man, he's top 5 in the league without a doubt.
Absolutely, man.
Easily.
DA is a monster, man. He just know how to get in that space, man. You know, and it's not
I mean, dude, last week, man, I'm talking about several plays wide open,
dog.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
the route,
And I know he
route
was looking around
perfect.
like,
he read the defense perfectly.
dog.
And I mean, he just getting overthrown. Bro.
And he like, man, where the fuck is AR at, man? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
I'm
man.
sure he's missing AR right now, but you know, I get it. You know,
it is.
Got to go get the money.
That's it, man. But you know, he wanted to go play with his college teammate, man. That was what it was, bro.
Yep.
You know, that's the only reason why he went down there. Dub, who you got in that, brother? Giants and Raiders.
Man, at the end of the day, man, you know, I'm an NFC East fanatic, right? So I'm always gonna ride with the NFC East. But in this situation, man, I don't know what the Giants are bringing.
No, you do. You know what they're bringing. They're terrible.
Well, they're not terrible.
No, yes, they are. They are.
All right, this is the problem. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. And the reason I say they're not terrible is because Daniel Jones. All right. I give you Daniel Jones. I don't know what Daniel Jones is. I don't know what he is. So me watching him as a fan of the division that he's in, I don't know what he is yet. I mean, he got legs sometimes. He throw the ball well sometimes. He's horrible the majority of the time. I don't know what he is. The thing is, what I will say is that in this situation, right? We have to go and we have to say that it's gonna be it's gonna be one of those. I can't pick a team because they both, I ain't gonna say terrible, but they are where they are.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. You know, but you got to pick somebody.
I can't pick a New York team in this situation, so we got to go against New York tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's the most logical thing to do. They're terrible, man. I mean, let's just be honest about it. Next, this to me is a difficult game to pick, because this is two very talented teams. This is two teams with very high expectations on both ends. We got the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. My man.
Oh, no, that's a game, boy. That's a game.
That's a game. That's a game.
Hey, listen, dog. Listen. So I said this. I don't know if you was on or not, but this is a pivotal year for Buffalo, because if this ain't the year, they might have to look at breaking that up, because you've been way too good and way too close for too many years. And y'all either got to get over the hump and get past these guys who are your rivals, which would be Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. And this is the year you got to get over those humps. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that they have to win a Super Bowl, but you can't falter to those guys again. And this is one of those games where if you can't get it done here, it might be time. It just might be time. So I'm going to pick, because I'm biased, to the Bills. My dad was from Buffalo. And my first, as a kid watching football, the first time I was watching football was that faux Super Bowl trip. That was, you know what I'm saying? So I've always been a Bills fan. So, take my pick with a grain of salt, but I'm going to go with the Bills.
Okay. All right. That's not a bad pick. Who you got, Dub?
Hold up, wait, where they at though?
Oh, hold on. Let me tell you. Hold on. I'm finna let you know where they at right now. Let's see.
And man, I was so mad, man. I ended up missing that. You know, they ended up playing that game.
They're playing in Cincinnati.
Ooh, in Cincy. I found out about it too late, but you know, Buffalo played here last year when they had that big snow in Buffalo. And I
Yeah.
fucking missed the game, dog. I found out about it too late. They were basically giving tickets away too, man. I said, fuck. But yeah, man, Buffalo, my squad, man. You know, I've been rocking with them since I was a little boy.
Damn, boy, you had a disappointing life, boy.
Boy, man, you talking about shit, man.
Hey,
That first
life,
one,
hey, that boy life done been hard over there.
man, that first one almost made me cry, man. I'm
God
like,
damn.
oh, 47 yards, he got this. And I'll never forget that why I left, dog.
Yeah, that's that boy done had a hard life.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one though, because Cincinnati's finally starting to pull it together.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is one thing I thought about Cincinnati going into this year. Joe Burrow, good quarterback, obviously. But something always happens when these guys get these big, stupid deals, man. You know what I mean? If you're a lineman and you like this dude, the highest paid player in the NFL now and shit, or whatever he is, you know, that just, I don't know, man. I just always in my mind, I feel like that's gonna make guys feel a certain way. Like, because if I don't do my job as a center or a guard or a tackle, he can't do shit. So as important as Joe Burrow is, or a quarterback, shit, my job is just as important as his, you know. So I just always feel a way about those guys when they get those deals, you know what I'm saying? Because one of the things I said was, as good as number 12 TB for the Patriots was, the one thing he never was, what, the highest paid guy in the NFL or the highest paid quarterback. He was never that.
He was just the most winningest quarterback in the
The
league.
most winningest, absolutely, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's all that mattered to him was winning. You dig what I'm saying? That was it.
Yep.
It was all about getting the W's, you know. So you're gonna roll with Buffalo against Cincinnati. Dub, right side, who you got, boss? All right, look, maybe Dub is taking an intermission. So I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. For me,
No. I ain't taking no intermission. My apologies. I was on mute.
okay.
My apologies. No. I'm going with Cincinnati.
Okay.
I understand what my brother is saying. My thing is I don't have a lot of faith, and I think that we have oversold. What's Buffalo quarterback name? I can't even think of the brother's
Josh
name.
Allen.
Josh Allen.
I think we've oversold this man. I think that people think he's more than what he is, and I don't have a lot of faith in him.
Oh, wait, Dub. He's definitely had glimpses and shown you that he's a good quarterback. I mean, he's had some bad games as
I
well.
didn't say he wasn't a good quarterback.
You
I
know.
didn't say he wasn't a good quarterback.
Hey, so hold on.
Okay.
Let him finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Turn into a little quick small debate real quick. Let's hear him out though, Rollo.
I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. What I'm saying is I think people think he's better than what he is. I think he's above average. I think that he's one of the quarterbacks when a lot of times, especially because the way he's able to use his legs, he's able to make certain situations happen. The thing is now what we've been looking at is, and you correct me if I'm from what I've been seeing, the man is trying to throw the ball more versus using instead of using his legs the way he used to. And when you start to do these type of things, I don't think he's a good decision maker. I don't think he make good decisions. And so a lot of the times, and we've seen it throughout this year. We've seen it. We've seen him throw. We've seen him put. We've seen him put his offense in bad positions, especially throwing the ball down the field. The thing is when you have a Stephon Diggs, I think that they those downfield routes put Josh Allen. It put him in trouble because there are times they're gonna run those downfield routes, and what he gonna do? He gonna force the ball. When you force the ball down into downfield routes, the ball is up for grabs a lot of times. And so this is the problem that I have with this team, man. I don't think that Josh Allen. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. But I do think they are putting too much on him to throw the ball downfield. I think they need to be using the short and immediate offense, and allowing him to use his legs. Stop trying to make him a downfield passer. It's one of the things I have a problem with the Cowboys, but I digress.
Rollo, what say you to that?
You know what? I don't necessarily disagree. He has done some things. He will turn the ball over in some bad spots. Absolutely. And he has also played lights out as well in some games. You know, like, oh my God, this dude might be the best guy in the NFL type shit. But I do see some regression in him this season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what's going on. But
So let me ask you: do you see some regression in Josh Allen, or do you see regression in the Buffalo Bills in its entirety? It's kind of two different things.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Where I'm at is, so for instance, let me give an example. Jared Goff to me is a very decent quarterback.
Okay.
He's not great, but what he does do, he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. And that's what you have to be like. He makes up for his shortcomings by not turning the ball over. Josh Allen negates what he's good at by turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? So, like he was saying, he probably should use his legs a little bit more. They should utilize running game a little bit more. You know, they probably shouldn't just. It's almost as if they're trying to put too much on him. And
well, I mean, he's getting what 40, 45 million.
I mean, yeah, he's another one of them guys. Yeah,
he put that on himself.
No, yeah, absolutely, no doubt. But to me, Buffalo is one of them teams where right now the regular season don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? They just got to get in the playoffs, and if they get in there, then they got to do it then.
Hold on. Can I? I want to ask a question because, like my brother Rollo, like he talking about, I agree with you, and I think we have the same. But and this is the question. The question is more toward my brother Phil. Being the Cowboy, I think Dak Prescott is in the exact same position that we're talking about right now with the Buffalo quarterback. So,
yeah.
Would you agree or disagree that Dak is in the exact same position as, man, what's the Buffalo quarterback name? I don't know.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I apologize for losing it. You see how quick I lose my train of thought. But I think these are two individuals in the exact same position. And like Rollo just said, there are times where you're trying to put too much on them versus utilizing the entire team. I think that the Cowboys are utilizing the entire team better than Buffalo is.
I agree.
So we'll get to that. Let's just make our picks real quick.
My bad.
We're gonna get to the Dallas Cowboys in a second. So who you going with, Rollo?
Oh yeah, I got Buffalo.
Buffalo and Dub. You got Buffalo or Cincinnati?
I'm going Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. So look, man, I'm gonna make this real easy for y'all. You dig? I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals because for one, Joe Burrow is actually finally healthy. Those guys are playing a really, really good football right now. The defense has always been a top 10 defense. I think they have the secondary to get it done against the wide receivers, tight ends of the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen right now is a guy who's a very talented quarterback, but he's just not produced to the expectation of the fans or the organization. It is what it is. He cannot get out the AFC, okay? And if you can't get out the AFC against somebody like the Buffalo Bills or against the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, you are what you are. You're getting $45 million a year. These people expect you to produce. You have not been producing. And the truth of the matter is, you get into the playoffs, you fold like a lawn chair. So
Oh
this
shit.
game for my man is very, very important. This game for Josh Allen is very, very important. And again, a guy like Joe Burrow, to me right now, he has the edge on Josh Allen because he has put his team in a position to win a Super Bowl. So with that being said, I'm going with Joe Burrow in the Cincinnati Bengals without defense playing against a Buffalo Bills team that just hadn't quite figured it out. That's it, man. So we're gonna move on to the next game. We have the
Can I ask a quick question?
yeah, go ahead. What you got for me?
Defensively, with both of those teams defensively, how do you see the defenses? I think they both have average defenses, but how do you see it?
I like the secondary of the Buffalo. I mean, excuse me, of the Cincinnati Bengals. To me, they have one of the best secondaries in the league. You understand what I'm
You
saying?
think
So
one of the best?
I think,
And
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
think their secondary is pretty talented, highly underrated, very talented.
Shout out to Cheeto Awuzie.
Yeah, for sure. In Buffalo, I mean, Buffalo has that pretty where their defensive line is supposed to be really good because they have the guys. But, man, Buffalo is just inconsistent, man. And you know, I don't believe in those guys at all. I don't believe in the coaching staff. When you show me who you are, I'm gonna believe you until
Believe
you show me something different. And right now, the Buffalo Bills cannot get past the Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm rolling with the Bengals without a doubt.
I agree with you. I can't and it's bad because I like Buffalo. I think Buffalo is a good team, but I think Cincinnati is a more complete team. And with Joe Burrows being healthy, that's the X factor right there. With him being healthy. Now, I will say this. This is the game for the Bills to show me that your front seven is what you telling me your front seven is, because I do have questions at times about the offensive line of Cincinnati, and so show me. This is the time to show it. This is the game to show it. So we got to see what happened. But I agree with you. I think Cincinnati wins this game.
For sure, man. So we're gonna move on to the Saints and the Bears.
Well, yeah, that's an easy one, dog. The Bears, man. New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I see. I think that's just an easy one there. But it's the NFL, though. You know, anything can happen. But I'm going with the Saints.
For sure. Who you got, Dub?
I feel so bad. You know, Justin Fields he from Georgia. He went to Georgia, transferred to Ohio State, got drafted, top 5. I think it was the number 2 pick in the draft. And my God. Yeah, I got to go with the Saints. I don't think it's going to be a close game. The Bears just shit. I don't know what the Bears are right now. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is. They have no chance, in my opinion. And so, yeah, I agree with my brother Rallo that, I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, man, I think it's unanimous. I'm going with the Saints as well. The Bears just have not been playing really good football. But I can tell you one thing. Kamara, since he's been back, he's been a monster. Alvin Kamara has been playing lights out since he's come off his suspension. The Saints do have a pretty decent defense. And honestly, man, I'm surprised they're not winning that division right now. But like I said, it's a very, very long season. But I do have those guys potentially coming out that NFC South. And one of the wins is going to be against the Chicago Bears this weekend. So I got the Saints pulling out the W.
Quick question about the Saints for you. What do you make of the quarterback situation there?
I think they have a situation over there where obviously I think Derek Carr is the better of all of the quarterbacks, but then you have Jameis Winston and then you have Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is going to be I just think it depends on game script, depends on game flow. I think Taysom Hill can be utilized just as he's been utilized here of lately. And Derek Carr, man, when he's playing well, he's playing well. But when he's bad, he's really, really bad.
He's really bad. He's bad. He's really
yeah, he's really, really bad. So as far as the quarterback situation, man, I don't think they're too concerned about that because what they're doing is they're leaning heavily on the run game and Alvin Kamara in the short passing game.
But the problem I have with this, and I apologize for cutting you off. The problem I have, you have two very dynamic receivers on that receiving core. I mean, what? And I think that what's my brother's name for Ohio State? He getting his in right now. He getting his in right now. My problem is now all of a sudden we had another brother. What's my guy? Who? What's his name?
Michael Thomas.
There we go. We know Michael Thomas. He has put. We've seen the production from the brother. We've seen it, and all of a sudden the man had become damn near the third option on this offense. Damn near. It's why do you think that he has become what he is now? And I'm saying in the passing game. Of course, we know what the running game going to be, but I mean, this man, he not getting the targets that he was getting with Drew Brees, right? Even though, and I'm glad Olave, he doing his thing. He doing his thing. I ain't got nothing against the brother. The brother, a hell of a route runner. He got good speed, great hands. So I ain't got no problem with that. But how isn't Michael Thomas? How this man ain't featured no more? What happened? I know he had injuries. I know he had other things off the field, but when he got back, the talent ain't changed. He's still as talented. If you throw something in coverage, and one thing I will say, he don't get great separation. He's he gonna be that bully. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be in close coverage, but he gonna make the catch. I think that is just that you had a Drew Brees who was accurate enough to put the ball where it needed to be and let that man make it. Whereas I don't think Derek Carr accurate enough to allow Michael Thomas to be the threat that he could be in this offense. What's your thoughts on those on those points?
Yeah, again, man, just real quick, my quick thoughts on that is Michael Thomas went through a lot of injuries. You know, I don't know if he's that same guy that he was when he led the league in receptions. And the truth of the matter is, man, you have a totally different offensive coordinator right now over there in the Saints. You got a totally different quarterback situation over there with the Saints. None of these guys are Drew Brees, and none of these guys are Sean Payton, right? So that, to me, has the biggest glaring effect on Michael Thomas and his numbers. The injury, the quarterback, and obviously the offensive scheme. You know, the NFL is a league to where when you don't put up, whether it's because you're not performing well or it's because you've been injured, it's the next man up. And I think that's been the situation over there in New Orleans currently, because he is the second option right now behind Olave, obviously, in the receiving core. And Alvin Kamara is the first option all around to help that offense move that ball down the field. And I think that's the issue.
Agreed. We agree. We agree.
Absolutely.
Last question, real quick, just your opinion on this. In this situation, if you were the Saints, would you? I would. Would you be trying to, especially with the trading block that just or the trading deadline that just happened? I would think that they would be trying to get off of him for a second, third round pick to continue, because it doesn't seem like he's a part of the plan.
Well, I mean, I definitely think he is a part of the plan, but this is the problem. You don't want to get rid of a wide receiver that could potentially be a top 10 guy, considering you're not getting the production from your quarterback spot. Now, if you had a quarterback that you can lean on and you can rely on, that you can actually see if Michael Thomas can give you those numbers, then you
But
can.
Derek Carr's supposed to be that. That's what Derek Carr's supposed to be.
Well, no, I mean, I can't say that's what he's supposed to be, because obviously new system, new coach, and sometimes it takes a little while. It takes a while. You
That's
understand what I'm saying?
fact. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
It takes a while, so you don't want to shop the guy around. You want to see if he can gel, if he can mesh with Derek Carr or potentially Jameis Winston, or even Taysom Hill, right?
Right.
So you kind of want to give that relationship a chance to thrive, and if it doesn't, then next year you could potentially try to ship him off to another team and potentially start building the good draft picks.
And because of the injury, you didn't have that time to really validate what those relationships were going to be in the preseason training camp, those type of things because of the injury. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right on that one. Go ahead, brother. I apologize for cutting you off.
Now you good. We got 5 more games to get through. All right. We got the Commanders and the Patriots. Who you got, Rollo Jenkins?
That's a close one there, bro. That's a close one. Washington actually hasn't been playing bad, man. I'm gonna actually go with Washington on this one. I'm gonna go with Washington.
Okay.
They just somehow, some way, been pulling out some games. I can't even name. I don't think that I can name one guy on Washington, dog. Honestly, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with them.
All right. Who you got, Doug?
I agree with Rollo, man. I think that the quarterback right now he playing very well. They had a close game with Philly. He showed out in that game. He's been showing out this entire season. Uh, they have a very good defensive or excuse me receiving core, and they have a great defense. The front seven is really good for Washington. I got to go with Washington in this thing, and I don't think it's going to be close. I think they might end up blowing out the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are very good. Um, it's interesting because Bill Belichick now without Tom Brady, the defense kind of shows up here and there, but the offense ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And here and there, they may have flashes. I think they overvalue what's the brother name Matt from Alabama. I can't remember his name. Matt Jones. There you go. I think they overvalue Matt Jones and picking them where they picked them at. I don't think they're that good. I think that what is it? Sam Howell. I think that's his name. I think he's a better quarterback than Matt Jones. I done seen this man. I watched what he did against Philadelphia. I watched him pick defenses apart. Respectfully, I mean, I didn't. I didn't think he should be shit. Respect. I thought he was trash, and I didn't watch this man pick defenses apart. So I got to give them credit. I think their defensive front, Washington, that front seven, they got SEC players on that front seven. I will say the problem is they did trade Sweat and they traded what's my brother's name? What's the brother?
Chase Young.
Say it again.
Chase Young.
Right, Chase Young. They did trade them players away, so I don't think that front gonna be what it used to be. But I just don't think the Patriots have too much this season. And really, I think we need to start questioning Bill Belichick. I think we need to question him because was it Bill or was it Tom? I think we need to be asking that question from the Patriots because the Patriots ain't been shit since Tom Brady been gone. Respectfully, of course. Go ahead. I apologize for being long-winded.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders. I'm gonna roll with the Commanders because for the one reason that I think they've been playing. You know what? I'm gonna change that pick. I'm gonna go with the Patriots. because now that I think about it, I know this is the thing about Belichick. He always does well at taking away whatever your best asset is offensively. Okay, so although I do have faith in Eric Bieniemy, and that offense, I think Belichick is a better defensive coach. I don't think those guys have yet arrived offensively, although I do think Sam Howell has been playing very, very good on offense. But they have struggling to get the run game going. They're utilizing the hell out of the tight ends right now. Terry McLaurin is still not where he needs to be. He's a speedster. They don't have that one guy that can catch that ball across the middle when it's 4th and 2, or when it's 3rd and 7 and somebody needs to go across that middle and catch something in between linebackers and safety. They don't have that right now. But again, they are playing good ball, but they have traded away some key assets defensively. And I think Bill Belichick is going to find a way to shut down that offense on Sunday. So for me, I'm going to go against the grain with you two guys, and I'm going to go with the New England Patriots to upset the Washington Commanders. All right. We're going to move on to the next one.
I'm going to tell you real quick. Don't think you're going to move on. I got to respond to it real quick. You're wrong. And when I'm glad the way you broke it down, though. I am glad the way you broke it down. But at the end of the day, you're wrong.
Well, we're going to see tomorrow. Hey, the game. Hey, this the best thing about football and these other sports. We don't have to wait long to see what the outcome going to be.
But I want to put, hey, Riley, I want to put my wrong guy there, because if they mess around and win, I already know my brother, and I'm gonna come back. I'm coming back. My brother, he gonna cook me. So hey, but I'm gonna put my wrong guy there because hey, I'm gonna cook his ass the same way, and it's no disrespect. It's all love.
And then they playing in New England. New England is about to win this game, bro. I'm telling you what it is.
And New England ain't good. They not good.
Man, New England isn't good on offense. It's a difference.
They're not good on defense either.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, we'll see.
Look at the statistics. Look at that number.
Bro, I'm looking at the statistics right now on my phone, bro. I'm looking at it.
What's
they
new?
are a middle of the pack defense.
They're not good.
Middle of the pack defense. Bro, if you a top 15, hold on.
Real quick.
If you are a top 15 defense in the NFL, you are doing well.
No. We're not talking about doing well. This is what I was about to tell you. If you're not top 10, you're not a good defense. You may be a decent defense. You may be decent, but if you're not top 10, you're not a good defense. You're decent.
Hold up. We finna see what New England is exactly right now in this moment. See, that's the beauty. See, we got time. So I can look this up right here.
Bring it out. We not decadent. You tell me they're a top 10 defense.
I'm finna tell you. Hold on 1 second.
We waiting, brother.
Hold up, brother.
Oh, my apologies.
All right. Currently, the New England Patriots are number 14.
They're not a top 10 defense. They decent.
They're not a top 10 defense, but
they decent.
But they are a middle of the pack defense. And guess what?
Nobody.
The Washington. But I'm gonna give you another statistic though. The Washington Commanders. Guess what they are offensively?
See, now we done changed. Now,
that's right there. Because they probably like.
No, hold on, wait a minute.
In the league on offense.
They're 27.
Wait a minute.
Hey, hold on, Doug.
You done changed the conversation.
If your defense is 14,
you done changed the conversation.
No, I'm not changing the conversation. The truth of the matter is,
we were not talking about any. The question on the floor, right? This is what what being looked up was New England's defense. That was the question on the floor.
I said they're a middle of the pack defense.
Yeah, but it's in relation to who they playing. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
all right.
This is the thing right here. Hold up. During the course of my breakdown, During the course of my breakdown, I specifically said that Bill Belichick's defense is better than the Washington Commanders offense, and he's going to find a way to neutralize those guys. This is why I'm rolling with the New England Patriots to upset the Washington Commanders. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, a middle of the pack defense, yeah, they're not top 10, but their defense is talented enough to be better than the Washington Commanders. And this is why I feel like they're going to win the game in New England.
So once again, let me ask you, who winning this game?
New England.
All right, cool. I'm glad you said New England. I'm picking Washington to win this game. We'll talk about it tomorrow after the game done been played.
Hey, you can hit me on the hip anytime. Hey, matter of fact, hit me on the hip at halftime. I'll be waiting on you.
Wait a minute. Look, man, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you.
Hey, hit me on the hip at halftime. You know I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to be watching football all day long because guess what? It's the 12 o'clock game.
It's the 1 o'clock game for me. It's the 1 o'clock, man.
Same thing.
I'm gonna cut you. Hold on, let's move forward. Let's get the rest of this out the way, man. Let's get the rest of this out the way
because right now we got the Buccaneers and the Texans.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Bucks and Texans. Oh shit. That should be an easy one. Texans, they got to be the worst team in the league right now, right?
No, you think the Texans are the worst team in the league?
Yeah, either them or Arizona.
Have you watched
the Texans been playing pretty good though? Actually.
Have you watched the Texans quarterback play? The quarterback play for the Texans, CJ Stroud has been showing out. Respectfully to him, in his rookie season, this man has been showing out.
All right. I'm gonna go with New Orleans though, but
New Orleans.
You mean the Buccaneers?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Bucks. Yeah. What's name been playing decent this year?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, yeah, he having a decent year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, Baker Mayfield is having a above average year, honestly.
Yeah. So I give the Bucks a good shot. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Yeah, now the Texas defense has been playing lights out though, and the quarterback play has been pretty decent over there. D'Amico Ryan has done a very good job at bringing a attitude to that team that I've never seen before. I'm happy for the brother. They are having some success. Tomorrow he's going to be playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans over there. You got Godwin. Man, they have a lot of talent offensively. That's a tough one, man. That's a very tough one. I'm gonna go with the Bucks though. I'm gonna go with the Bucks to beat the Texans tomorrow. For the simple fact of I like their chances offensively. Because although they've been doing well at stopping the run, they have not been as successful stopping the pass. So I'm gonna roll with the Bucks in that one, man. Who you got, Dub?
I'm taking the Texans in this one. I think that what D'Amico Ryan, I think what that defense has going on over there is special. I don't think that they have, especially with CJ Stroud being a young quarterback, I don't think they have the weapons that he needs to be successful. But at the same time, I think that he's the goods. The way that D'Amico Ryan is calling this defense right now, that defense is going to make it tough on you. it comes down to the Texans offense, in my opinion. Um, but I think, man, I think CJ Stroud is coming on right now, and I ain't gonna hold you. I got a lot of faith in that brother. I think the way he runs that offense, the way he is able to diagnose certain and get into certain play calls. The running game isn't fantastic, but it's just decent. And the defense that D'Amico Ryan is calling right now for the Texans, that's what gives them a chance. I'm going with the Texans in this one. I think D'Amico Ryan's defensive calls and CJ Stroud, his progressions. I think that I think that wins the game. I'm going with the Texans.
Okay, I got you. So look, we're gonna roll into the Panthers versus the Colts. Hello, who you got, boss?
That man. What's that quarterback over there? He can't stay on the field either, man. Shit. Ooh,
For the Colts or for the Panthers?
The Colts. What's his name? Anthony
Richardson.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually like Gardner Minshew better.
I think Richardson is back for this game. He was out last game because of the concussion, but I think he's back for this game. Correct me. I may be wrong on that, but I do believe he is back for this game. But once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I would acquiesce to my brother Fit. I would ask question to you as far as if Anthony Richardson or if he's going to be back in the game. But I do believe he's going to be in the game.
Okay. If Richardson playing, man, I think I would go with it's in Indianapolis too, right? If it's in Indy, I'm gonna go with Indy.
Nah, it's in Carolina, and Richardson is not playing.
Ooh, okay. I might go with Carolina, man. I'm gonna go with Carolina.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I prefer Gardner Minshew running the offense because to me it's more balanced with a run and pass. I think with Richardson they try to utilize his legs too much, and this is a prime example of why you go on IR because you're injured because you're trying to do something you really don't need to do. You understand what I'm saying? You have a stout offensive line. You have two very talented running backs. You have one very decent receiver, a highly above average receiver, and you want to run your quarterback for what? Nah, Gardner Minshew, legs move well enough to evade defenders. He also throws the ball better to me personally. And look, man, lean on that run game because that's what you've done in the past. Lean on that run game, clock management, and let your defense make plays for you. This is how these guys have won in the past, and this is still the way that they need to win currently. I don't think Richardson gives them the best chance to win. I think it's Gardner Minshew. But obviously, Gardner Minshew is a little long in the tooth, okay? And Richardson is a young guy coming in, and he does have talent, but he still has a lot to learn. So for me, I have the Colts winning tomorrow. I don't think the Panthers are very good. The Panthers are terrible. You understand what I'm saying? They have not shown me anything that makes me believe that they're better than the Colts. The Colts have had two really, really close games, and for whatever reason, they wasn't able to get over that hump. But I think they will get the ball rolling early against the Carolina Panthers, who rank 29 in run defense, and those guys run the ball down your throat the entire game. So for me, it's an easy choice, man. You got to go with the Indianapolis Colts to upset the Carolina Panthers tomorrow, who's just been playing terrible football.
I don't think it's an upset. And it's interesting because the way you just broke it down, I'm going to be honest with you, it swayed my opinion. It swayed my opinion. I agree with you because I'm a SEC fan. I'm a Georgia fan first, but I'm a SEC fan second, right? So quarterbacks who come out the SEC, I rock with them. I rock with them. That's why I'm a fan of Anthony Richardson. I'm a fan of him. He a Florida guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fan. But at the same time, what you just brought out, I do have. I got to take a step back and not be biased because a lot of times when y'all hear my opinion, it's very biased. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But in this situation, I do agree with you. Gardner Minshew, I hope I said the brother name right. The man, he's in my opinion, he's an above average backup, if that makes sense. He's an above average backup. In this situation, I agree with you. I think that some of the throws that he has the ability to make versus what Anthony Richardson can make right now, I think he can make better throws. I think he has better arm talent. Oh, let me rephrase that. No, I think he has better experience and better is able to diagnose the defense better and can be on time and more accurate. And even if he's not as accurate because of the timing that he'll have, I think he's ahead of Anthony Richardson right now. So I have to agree to some degree that Gardner Minshew is gonna have that opportunity in this game, but I'm going, man. I'm riding with my brother, man. I'm riding with my brother. My brother done put me on. He done put me on tonight. Phil, you put me on. I'm riding with you in this one. I'm picking like you picking, man. It's not gonna be an easy game, but I think he's gonna be the more accurate quarterback in the game.
All right. So we moving on. We got 2 more games left. Rollo, did you make your pick for this one?
Yeah. I went with the Colts.
Okay, cool. All right, so we have the Chargers and the Jets.
Chargers and Jets. Oh, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think they finna pull it together. I think they're gonna make a run down the stretch.
Well, they better make a run down the stretch because they hadn't been playing really good football, honestly. So
Yeah, true.
If they don't pull it together now, I don't know when they will pull it together, especially against the Jets.
Yeah, this is a team you got to be able to beat. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You got to be able to beat the Jets.
Okay, Dub, who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with the Chargers in this one. It's not going to be a close game. The thing is the Jets, they have a good defense. Kellen Moore, he's going to come out and he's going to have a game plan for these Jets. I'm a fan of Kellen Moore as well. He an ex-Cowboy, so I'm a fan.
I don't know why.
I like Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore called good game plans. His
situational play calling is.
I agree with you. He had flaws. Yeah. But
that's why he got fired.
But hold on. At the same time, I think Kellen Moore was better than Jason Garrett. And Jason Garrett, he became the head coach, ran the damn off. Anyways, me and you, I want to have that conversation with you. We can have that conversation. I don't want to do it now because I'll be long-winded on it. What I'm saying is that Kellen Moore, I think that once again, like I said, I'm a fan of him. I think he a hell of a coordinator. And in this situation, man, the defense of the Chargers, you got Bosa, you got what's my boy name from Chicago? I can't call his name right now. Matt Khalil, man, you got niggas running around this motherfucker, hitting motherfuckers all over the place. The defense is straight. Even in the back, you got Derwin James. I'm a big fan of Derwin James. I wanted us to draft him, Cowboy wise, but I'm going with the Chargers in this game. I don't think it'll be close. I think they win the game by somewhere between 13 to 17 points.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to roll with the Chargers as well. Although I do like the Jets, I like the way they've been playing. At one point in time, it appeared to me that they could potentially be giving up on the season because they lost Aaron Rodgers, but those guys have pulled it together. The defense obviously is playing well. They've been had a really good defense, but offensively they figured out some things. They're using Breece Hall a lot more, so he's running the ball well. He's catching the ball well out of the backfield. So the Jets are doing some things good. I just don't think those guys are playing well enough to upset the Chargers. Obviously, Kellen Moore and Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, those guys have a lot of offensive power over there. And Kellen Moore can put you in great positions offensively, although I do think sometimes he is extremely flawed in his.
Hey, Kellen will fuck some shit up. Kellen will fuck some shit up. Respect.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, look, he's extremely flawed in his situational play calling.
I agree with you.
But at the same time, I do think he has decent schemes, right? But at the end of the day,
he got really good schemes. He really got good schemes. He really does.
No, he has good schemes. I just think the way he goes about calling his plays is like his opposite day. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to run the ball, he's passing it. When you're supposed to pass it, he's running it.
You doing right. Stop trying to catch everybody off guard, bro. Like, just, there are certain times where you. Oh, go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're essentially saying the same thing about Kellen Moore. But the truth of the matter is, this guy probably has one of the most talented teams in the NFL when it comes to offensive power. And he does have a quarterback that can do it all, right? So with that being said, I think those guys are going to put a beat down on the New York Jets, man. I think that defense is pretty good. I think the offense is pretty good. I just think when they really do bring it all together, they're going to be a tough team to beat. And they just haven't had any success, or at least major success, early on in the season. But they are a talented team. But it's just not going to be enough to get them deep in the playoffs. But they definitely got enough to beat these Jets on Sunday. So we got the last game right here. We're going to talk about the game of the week. Y'all already know what that is. You dig? Let's stop playing. We got them Dallas Cowboys against them Flying Eagles, man. Rollo Jenkins, who you got, boss?
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I can't wait for this one, dog. I can't wait for this one. I cannot wait for this one.
Wait a minute. Rollo.
Oh, my man Rollo dropped off. He gonna come back. He gonna come back.
Oh, damn. Did I kick him? I wasn't trying. I wanted to say real quick. Y'all better come with these Dallas. Hey, all right. I don't know if a nigga know who I ride with, but I ride with Dallas, and y'all better come with these perspectives correctly, because I'm cooking all that shit. I'm cooking all of it.
Well, what's up, man? I mean, I got an idea who you gonna pick.
Oh man, you ain't gotta have an idea. Let me go ahead and put it out. Since my brother Rollo, and I hope he come back. Hey, bring him back. I want him to come back. I do want him to come back because I love different perspectives. The Dallas Cowboys. Let me tell you something. We better than the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me put this out here early. I'm gonna put this out here early. I ride with Philly a little bit, simply because they got most of my Georgia Bulldogs on their defense. That's the only reason I ride with. That's the only reason. Until they start picking Georgia, like they start picking us up. Like, I mean, I don't know what was going on, but they said, "Damn it, we need Georgia players." So I understand it.
My man Rollo say his iPad died. He might jump back on his cell phone, but we're gonna see. But he's definitely listening in for sure.
Well, I'm glad he's listening. Listen. Enjoy. I mean, excuse me. My Dallas Cowboys. We finna put hands, feet, tendons, elbows, knees, toes, fingers. Name another body part. We finna put all that on their ass. That's what we finna do this weekend. Tomorrow. And the game it's gonna be a decent game. It's gonna be a decent game. But the Cowboys are gonna win this game, and they're gonna win it very convincingly. It's gonna be something around 34 20 24, 34 24, something around there. Jalen Hurts gonna have a decent game. He's gonna have a decent game because he hey, I know Jalen Hurts. It's interesting to me how you got all these damn Georgia players on Philly, and then you got Jalen Hurts as the quarterback. I got blows for his ass, so I'm a Georgia player, respectfully to him. I hope they hit his ass in practice. I hope they do. That's how much I hate Philadelphia.
Look, check this out, man. I'm gonna give my pick, man. I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm not gonna be long with this one. I'm rolling with the Dallas Cowboys, obviously. I think these guys came out of the bye week and they figured a few things out. They're starting to stretch the ball down the field a little bit more with Dak Prescott, letting the reins off of them. Look, man, you cannot be scared to turn the ball over, man. You have to open up that playbook to its full potential and let your guys play. And let your guys let it all hang out, man. Because if you don't, you find yourself in a position where you can't score in the red zone and you cannot move the ball offensively. Last week was a prime example of letting the reins off of Dak Prescott and stretching the ball down the field. We had the best offensive week we have had all season long. So for me, it's the Dallas Cowboys. I think the defense is playing lights out. Okay. It will come a point in time during that game where we're going to say that Dallas Cowboys defense is better than the Philadelphia's offense. Okay. Look, man, Jalen Hurts is a phenomenal player, man. You know, he grew up right out here, right outside of Houston. And he's been playing well. But the truth of the matter is the Eagles have struggled this year. They've had several close games. And because they do have that, excuse me, the championship pedigree within them, you know, they're able to pull out some wins here and there. But at the end of the day, man, last year we split the series 1-1. This year, I want us to take both games. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, tomorrow, I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys because I feel as though we have the better defense. And offensively, we're starting to figure things out. But the Philadelphia Eagles will not make it easy for us, man. And that's just the truth of the matter because they are a very talented team, and they do have that winning pedigree over there in Philly.
Now, let me ask you this. In my opinion, I think it comes down to, and I think all games, what games come down to who wins the line of scrimmage, right? Do you think that we are able to control Philly pass rush? Do you think we can control that with the offensive line we got going at this current moment in time?
Yeah, absolutely. Philly pass rush has not been as good as it should be considering who they have on their defensive line. You know, those guys really, you know, I mean, that defensive line is full of SEC guys, right?
Facts.
And they have not been performing up to standard. I'm going to just be honest about it. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I be honest real quick? Can I be honest?
Well, yeah, I think that's what we all doing, I hope.
Well, I'm hearing at this current moment in time that Jalen Carter may not be able to play for Philadelphia on this weekend. Me being honest, and this is just me being a fan of Georgia, me being a fan of my Cowboys. I don't want to see Jalen Carter play, bro, because that nigga is dangerous. He dangerous.
Jalen Carter is good, but hold on 1 second. It just came off the printing press. Rollo Jenkins has officially made his pick, and he's going with the Dallas Cowboys.
Whoa, wait a minute. He going with the Cowboys?
Yeah, he's going with the Dallas Cowboys. It's fresh off the print press. He said Dallas is his pick. He's going with them boys. So it's unanimous. We all three of us are picking Dallas tomorrow to beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Amazing. Well, the thing is Dallas defense is gonna be there, right? They're gonna have, regardless of what you expect, they're gonna put pressure on the quarterback. The thing is, and this is, I'm gonna be honest, this is why I get nervous. Blaine gonna be there, right? Gilmore gonna be there. You know who scared me?
I'm listening.
Jordan Lewis.
Okay.
Hey, you know who scared me? In coverage.
Yeah.
You know who scared me?
I'm listening.
Javon Curse.
I don't really have a big problem with Curse.
Listen. And if Curse is covering the tight end, I'm good with it. I'm good with him covering the tight end. If he covering the third wide receiver, I say it respectfully, we need pass rush up front to make sure we succeed in that situation. We gotta have that pass rush for him to be successful in that situation. If he covering, like I say, if he covering the tight end, that's one thing. If he covering the third, and we've seen this happen.
But we go well. Look, I tell you what, the game tomorrow is at 3:25, 4:25 your time.
I know I'm long-winded. My bad, bro.
We definitely gonna see how it's gonna shape up. We got a unanimous decision across the board.
Can I ask a favor? Tonight?
What's that?
I'm gonna be watching the game the same way you're gonna be watching the game. After we get off this, I'm shooting you my information. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on your helmet the same way you're gonna be on my helmet. But even though we agree that the Cowboys gonna win, but we gonna talk about it. Hey, I'm gonna shoot you the information in a second. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully.
Okay. All right. I got you right here, man. 27-19.
That's it. So,
I got you.
See what happened. We're gonna see what happened.
So look, check this out, man. So we got 10 minutes left, and I'm gonna run through these last two topics real quick. One of them is not going to take long. I just want to give a shout out to the World Series champions, Texas Rangers. Okay. Look, man, congratulations to those guys, man.
Man, fuck you, man. No, I ain't gonna say fuck you. Shout out to the Rangers. Shout out to you. Braves, man. We got our ass whooped in the first round. We had one of the best records. Got whooped in the. Go ahead. I apologize for cutting you off. I apologize.
Hey, look, man. You know, baseball is all about who gets hot at the right time. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with it.
Any team that makes the playoffs can pull it off. You understand what I'm saying? Look, I'm not happy about the Rangers upsetting my Astros. Let me just put it out there. You dig? But,
so you're an Astros fan?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only Houston team I root for.
I got you.
Yeah. The Houston Astros, man, is the only Houston team that I root for.
I'm a Braves fan, so hey, we you know what it is. Go ahead.
Who you like? You say?
I'm a Braves fan. I'm
a Georgia. I don't have a problem with the Braves. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the Braves at all.
We got fucked up this year. We got fucked up. And the way it happened is what really happened. Go ahead. We'll talk about it next time.
Yeah, man. You know, I just want to give a shout out to those guys, man, because those guys played consistent through the whole entire year. You understand? Yeah. And they caught fire at the right time. I tell you what, man, when they played against the Astros, the pitching was better and the batting was better. The Astros were super duper consistent, could not win a home game and save their lives. So, look, man, I knew when it came back to Houston that the Texas Rangers was probably going to pull that off. You understand what I'm saying? And during that World Series, man, those guys played lights out. It was a continuation of the ass kicking that they gave the Astros. It just carried right on over. And those guys played well against the Diamondbacks, man. So, salute to both of those organizations. But man, I got to give a shout out to the Texas Rangers, considering I'm a Texas boy, man. So, shout out to those guys, man. Congratulations.
You know what I'll tell you? And I'm going to be as honest as possible. You know what I'll tell you?
I'm listening.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because I only follow my goddamn Braves. Damn all y'all. Fuck y'all.
Well, I know where you've been the last month because that's about how long they've been gone. You understand me?
Exactly. But I ain't gonna hold you. The way we came out, I was like, okay, man, these niggas out here, we lost in the mud.
A lot of people picked the Braves, man. A lot of people picked the Braves.
But when they lost how they lost, you just don't know how it hurt me. Oh, I took it personal. I watch all sports, bro. Because I watch sports the way I watch them. Nah, that's why I say, man, fuck y'all. And I don't mean it disrespectfully, but I do mean it disrespectfully. Man, fuck y'all. Nah, I'm riding with my team. I'm riding with my phone.
Hey, I feel you, man. Hey, look, it's sports, man. It's all fun. Look, we don't play for none of these people. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't getting paid for it.
Exactly. You dig what I'm saying? So, look, the last topic, man. Tell me, I know you follow the NBA. What's your biggest takeaway from the first week and a half of the NBA season, man? Who has impressed you, person maybe, or what team has impressed you the most during the first week? And then you can finish off on that. We got 5 minutes, and then you can tell the people where to find you, boss.
Since I've been looking at it, it's interesting to me. It's interesting that of Dame Lillard. It's interesting that him and Giannis, it seems that they don't have no type of chemistry going on over there yet. But I think they'll come around. I think that's going to be a dangerous team. I don't think there's no team right now that just what you got. James Harden now he going over to the Clippers. I don't know how it's going to work out. I think I will say because of the personality you have over there, I do like James Harden going over there because of the personalities over there. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell Westbrook. He done already played with Westbrook because he have that. Hopefully, I hope he don't.
You cut out, Dub. Sound like you're trying to come back. You're trying to jump back in.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me?
You back, boss. You back.
No. I was just saying. I think that when with James Harden doing what he's doing, I think he's gonna go over to the Clippers, and I think I like what the Clippers have as far as talent go, and I think because of the individuals who are over there, they're gonna put this man in. James Harden is a dangerous individual. I want on my team. I want him on my team.
Man, that boy ain't nothing but a danger to himself, man.
Hold on. I want him on my team. Wait, I want him on my but I want him on my team because the man can distribute the ball. What I need to do is
Yeah,
and
distribute the ball.
let me finish. I know you. I know. We can do it one of two ways because I know I'm long winded and I apologize to you because this your shit. So I apologize to you. Hey, you go ahead, and then I'll come back on my response. I apologize for cutting you off.
Nah, you good, man. You talking about what team that you are impressed with, what team that you think is gonna
Uh,
shape up to do good. I mean, is that LA? Is that what you're saying? Is it the Clippers? Is that your pick? Is LA your pick? The Clippers? Well, look, let me tell you. I'm gonna just shed off the rip, man. Right now, Dame Dollar has been the most impressive player to me in the NBA thus far. Him and Giannis together. You got my boy Middleton gonna come back off the injury. I think those guys have a complete team. I think that is the only team that can compete with the Denver Nuggets because right now the Denver Nuggets, I don't see those guys falling or tapering off anytime soon. Those guys are one of the most athletic and biggest teams in the NBA, and I'm picking them to go back to the finals. And I think they're going to see the Milwaukee Bucks, and this will be Dame Dollar's chance to get his ring, man. Giannis, we already know what it is with him, man. He's a super dominant player. And right now, I think he's enjoying not having to carry the whole entire team on his back because he has a guy in Dame Dollar that can put up 40, 45 points in any given night. I mean, when you're a player and you have that kind of support backing you up, I mean, it really does take a lot off your shoulders. Not to even mention that they have Middleton that's going to be able to be eased back into the lineup, that's going to create even more offensive success. And those guys late in the season are going to jail, and I think they're going to make it to the NBA Finals, and it's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks and the Denver Nuggets in the showdown. And we're going to see who's going to prevail, man. So with that being said, Dame Dollar has by far been the most impressive player during the first week and a half of the game of the NBA games. And I'm looking forward to seeing what those guys look like late in the season. James Harden, I don't know what he's going to do over there in LA. I'm not a big fan of the trade, but it is what it is. These guys, they have talent. And I guess he can get his wins considering that Paul George and Kawhi don't play very much. I mean, I don't know what the plan is for those guys over there, man, but they got 4 guys over there in Harden, Paul George, Kawhi, and Westbrook. Out of all of those guys, Westbrook is probably the most consistent in what it is that he does for the team. So to me, he's the most pivotal and vital piece to keeping that offense together because, he's going to give you 10 boards. He's going to give you anywhere between 6 and 10 assists, and he's going to give you anywhere between 10 and 15 points. So to me, by far, he's the most consistent player on that offensive lineup. But we're going to see how those guys are going to shape up. But to me, I don't know if it's going to work, man. That's just my opinion.
The way you break it down, I can't disagree with it, right? I can't disagree because it ain't like you put your or the same way I always say. I'm not putting a stake in it and saying this is the absolute truth. Same thing with you. You ain't putting a stake in this saying this is absolute truth. You're giving an opinion, and this is how you see things happening. Matter of fact, and the crazy thing is I agree with a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I agree with it. So at the end of the day, man, I think it's going to be interesting what we see coming forward. We got to ask last question, or I don't want to. This your shit, so I apologize. I'm getting ready to jump off. Do you have last questions? What you got going before we end this thing?
Nah, man, look, I want to jump on here, man. I wanted everybody to give their picks. We've done that. We've congratulated the Texas Rangers, and we've had our piece about who's been the most impressive, either player or team, through the first week and a half of the NBA. I'm good, man. Can you tell the people where to find you at, boss?
Hey man, don't look for me. Don't try to find me. I come and support the people that I love and have respect for. Cause hey, don't come my way right now. Right now, I'm living my life and I'm doing my job. So when I have an opportunity to come on and interact with y'all, man, that's a blessing and a pleasure in my life. So y'all make sure y'all show this man love. Y'all support him, sub to his channel, and brother, I just thank you for allowing me to rock with you. That's what I got for you tonight.
Oh man, you know, hey, it's always love, brother. I appreciate you coming through, showing your support, man. You know, we got a lot of things in common when it comes to these Dallas Cowboys and sports in general. So man, hey, look, shout out to you, brother. You know, you're welcome to come through anytime. But let me tell you something. I will be contacting you have time with that Commanders and Patriots game, and I'm gonna call you after the Cowboys game. Okay, so that is what it is. I'm gonna shoot you a text message. I got your information, brother, and we're gonna discuss that, man.
And guess what I'm looking for? Guess what I'm looking for?
What's that?
I'm looking for the contact. Once you contact me, you know how I am. When you contact me, we're gonna have a conversation. And I ain't gonna lie to you, you ain't gonna lie to me, and that's why I got so much love and respect for you. We're gonna do our thing. So hey, I'm looking forward to you hit me up. I'll be waiting. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
For sure, man. Well, look, check this out, man. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody who came through to show support on the channel, man. We're about 2 hours in. Y'all know where y'all can find me right here on YouTube, man. Or you can go to my Facebook, Phil Walker, just my name. You'll see me, man. My icon, I'm the man in the blue suit, you dig? Outside of that, man, you can find me on my IG, THAA_FIX, the fix. Something similar to what the name you see there, just add an A and an underscore. You'll see me right there on IG, man. I'm gonna be posting more content on my Instagram page, and I'm gonna be going live more and dropping shorts often and constantly. So y'all boys holler at me, man. Deuces.